All right, so here's the heavyweight contender, Curtis Razor Blaydes, JUCO national champion at Harper College as a collegiate wrestler, and he has been one of the more prolific takedown artists this heavyweight division has ever seen.
Yes, he's a very big, very strong, very skilled wrestler, but don't sleep on the hands of Curtis Blaydes. In the Justin Willis fight, you saw the wrestling set up the overhand right that put Willis down, and you've seen that from Curtis Blaydes, a guy that's so good at that one skill that it opens everything else up. Curtis Blaydes is a beast in the heavyweight division.
He was massively disappointed that Francis Ngannou rematch didn't go his way, but to your point, turned around quickly, beat Justin Willis, and got right back on that path to contention. We'll see how it goes for Curtis Blaydes here tonight. I mean, come on, DC. Mike Tyson with this DMX intro backdrop. I'm anxious as if I'm fighting. This is a huge moment for the history of mixed martial arts and for the International Boxing Hall of Famer Mike Tyson.
It all works together. It really just all works together whenever you watch Mike Tyson, from the song to the look to the bobbing of the head to the posse. Iron Mike Tyson is just one of those guys that draws you in, and he is bringing a lot of new eyes to the UFC octagon. He can wrestle a little bit too, John, so don't be surprised if on the first shot, Mike Tyson hits him with the big sprawl to defend his leg.
Only thing I can guarantee you, he's not going to be taking any bites of cauliflower ear in the octagon tonight. We're certainly happy to have Mike Tyson. Let's see how it goes. The baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Curtis Razor Blaydes. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here he is, Iron Mike Tyson, formerly the baddest man on the planet. You know the flurry is coming. He'll throw uppercuts and hooks, use that signature peekaboo style, and get inside. On the other side, look for his opponent to try to take him down and neutralize the striking game of Mike Tyson. If you can't get him to the canvas, you're likely in for a short night at the office. So there it is, they immediately go into the clinch situation. The wrestler said he wanted to make it dirty against this boxer, and this is a good spot for him to be in.
I think that even though he's wanted to be in the clinch, he's got to be very aware of the punches in tight coming back from the boxer. He's got to be level changing, he's got to be tripping. He's got to make this boxer feel like he's on the defensive, or that guy's going to get comfortable, rolling his shoulders, and landing some nice tight punches from in close.
Good work from the top here by Curtis Blaydes. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, go back to position, and posture again, throw big strikes, and that's one of those shots that if you take one of them, like that one,
oh, he gets up. The question is for how long?
big knee to the body. Oh, big elbow.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side pull. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Blaydes making these ground strikes count. Oh, nasty elbow there. 30 seconds to go. Lands the ground and pound strike.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Suffocating work from the top here by Curtis Blaydes.
Yep, got to be very careful there. That was a slick transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Blaydes. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Tyson.
Big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Curtis Blaydes. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. So Iron Mike Tyson's in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Blaydes.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Making all these shots count. Blaydes' eye appears to be closing up by the second. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters after it. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight. Oh, there we go. Nice. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Curtis Blaydes. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Stop!
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Straight right is there. Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that power kill. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. Beautiful. Now Blaydes is much safer position there, being in side control.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
North-south position.
Getting them out here. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. Oh,
he postures up in a big head strike by Blaydes.
gotta be careful here.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in the fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not gonna not get hit anymore. Right now, you gotta do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's gonna get real bad. All these actions, though, these big actions, gotta wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Good work from the top here by Curtis Blaydes. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other decision.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
Relentless pressure from the top by Curtis Blaydes. Final seconds of round 3. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Side control, side control.
Side control now. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
All right, well, things are getting critical now. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in and around that eye. You could stop this fight right now.
You can stop it right now. I mean, I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. They're giving this guy a chance.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
He's very close to the finish here. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Posture up and drop some bombs.
Working out of the half guard here.
Like that.
Excellent work to pass straight into side.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
field.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. That's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Tyson's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. Blaydes has got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than the half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there, really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Oh, big diving punch to the head. Big strikes continue to land. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something, because this fight is over.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Like that.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Tyson. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Knee on belly.
I need you to fight back.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. So Iron Mike Tyson's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, nice.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Curtis Blaydes. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Fight back. Fight back.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep. He's continuing to target that area that's swelling, and it's getting worse every time he hits it.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission. What a fight.
All right, so the title fight goes the distance. Two of the most exciting words in all of mixed martial arts, and new. I think we're going to hear Bruce Buffer utter those very words tonight.
And new. And he relied on his striking in order to take the belt from the former champion. He fought beautifully tonight, and we are all proud to call him new UFC champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Curtis Tyson.
Well, Curtis Blaydes with another big W here tonight, and perhaps